of Monster Hunter World tonight while we're waiting for Pokemon Legends Arceus to come out.
I am so excited.
And yeah, Tom's joining us tonight. We've got Osprey. He has been working, basically been soloing your way through Monster Hunter World.
Yep.
Um, have you posted the new quest yet?
Not yet. I forgot to pull Restream chat up so I can actually see
Oh, no
Restream.
worries. But yeah, so we figured we'd hunt for a couple hours. Especially, I wasn't able to do the live stream for Monster Hunter Stories. Hey, DMM, what's up? We are playing Monster Hunter World tonight. You mentioned swapping out games, so tonight is World, and then we'll come back with Rise soon. I think is the plan. Oh, DMM just pre-ordered Legends Arceus. Are you getting the
Nice.
digital copy, or are you getting the um, copy mailed to you? And let us know how we sound and all that. Yes. It's Osprey, Tom, and myself tonight. Hello.
Alright. Let me go post the quest. I hope Restream starts actually showing messages because I cannot see the messages yet.
Oh, interesting. I think I see them on your
I mean, they show up on OBS, but it's on my smaller screen.
Oh, I usually just keep a browser open with the Restream chat up
Well,
just in case, but if it's
yeah, I do have the Restream thing up, but I don't think any new messages are showing up. So, okay. Let me post. And it. Oh, there we go. DMM says Cameron's voice is a little,
Oh, my voice is muffled.
oh, so you sound fine on our end. So it might be
Is anyone? I guess DMM. Can you hear all three of us? Here, let me hop over and take a listen.
Yeah, I've got a new mic on, so if I'm muffled or quiet, it's because the gain or input volume's down.
I forgot to go eat in town unless there's a place I can eat in the.
Yeah, usually in Quest.
Okay, I hear you, Osprey.
Yeah, sorry. Is there a place to eat on the airship thing that's like half vertical?
I do not really hear Tom or myself on the stream.
You don't hear me.
Okay.
I mean, I
Oh,
hear you right now. Yeah,
I think I know.
audio on the game. I just hear Osprey.
I might have a fix. Eh. Try talking now.
Oh, word. Testing, testing. This is Cameron in Studio Alpha. Cameron in Studio Alpha. Yes, I hear myself now. Tom, what
Okay.
about you?
Testing in Studio Night Watch. I just came up with that name within a second, so now I'm Studio Night Watch. I don't know why.
Hey,
Should have
DM.
said
So, DMM,
Flight.
I'm gonna use Cyndaquil.
Yes. I think I'm excited about Cyndaquil too, which is funny because I'm very much a Totodile man.
But Totodile's not an option.
Yeah, not an option. I would have loved to see what Hisu and Totodile
Isn't
look like. I guess Tom, how much of um
5?
how much of Legends do you know?
Oh, right, Arceus. I know that it's like the non-standard RPG format from the old Pokemon games. It's got like the open world-ish kind of thing from that one area from Sword and Shield. It looks pretty cool. I know people were complaining about the graphics for a while, but it's a Nintendo R&D game. I don't really care that much about how good it looks if it's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's something that I just don't expect from the Pokemon franchise.
No.
Unfortunately, it's like okay, I'm used to it not looking amazing. It'll still be fun.
Honestly, right. I couldn't. Like, I really don't care.
Are we on a quest right now?
Which is funny to me because you've expressed in the past that you can't play certain games because of their graphics.
I mean, that's usually like retro games that have really weird colors and stuff.
Oh, interesting. See, to me, it looks like a retro game. already is part of the problem.
Oh,
But
I do. Yeah, I
It
can
looks
see
like
that.
a lot of fun to play, and like I'm excited. I've heard nothing but good things about the gameplay and the exploration and all that stuff.
Hey, Cameron.
Um,
Hey,
Yeah.
Cameron. You should join the quest.
I didn't get a thing that said it got posted.
It's been
Am I
Also,
a
in the
minute.
lobby?
also
With you? I
DM.
don't see either of you.
Well, I joined your lobby.
Join a quest. No, it says no quests have been posted.
Well,
I'll check
maybe.
the player list.
Hold on.
You're in here.
Join a quest. Oh, I was. You know what? I was in the wrong area.
Oh, start. Yeah,
Ah.
we're in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Elion? That's what it's called.
Hey, okay. Embodiment of elegance. So we are fighting Legiana while
Yup.
you are fighting Legiana. I am hanging out.
I've got my support buff set on, so
Nice. My weapon is a little unupgraded because I haven't had a chance to get the right materials, but all right.
see what rarity. mine
So
is.
DMM, my current team plan actually has like 3 ghost type Pokemon in it.
Ghost types are always cool.
I like ghost types. I'm also
I
planning
like
on
that they're
having
effective. Is it ghost that's effective against each other?
yeah. So is
Yeah.
dragon. Okay,
That's
so
right. Yeah.
I didn't get to eat.
That's
So
okay. You can still eat here at the camp.
cool. I'm just gonna do the chef's choice.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I like my ghost types. I'm also planning on having an Umbreon.
So you're in Legends. You're doing the full like team that you were talking about.
The one I posted in chat a few days ago.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey! I don't have Flint
Wow.
free yet. I don't know how to get that in this one.
I don't know
Alright.
if I've ever actually had it in this game.
Where is Tom? Are you seeing Legion on the map?
I haven't. I probably don't have the research for it.
I'll just start
no, I don't have the research
going
for it.
around and looking, because that's how I always do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't fast travel without the camp. I'm gonna try those weird pulley system things that I never got to use because I found all the camps by the time.
Ooh,
Holy system.
ghost type run only. That would be fun.
Ghost type
I'm
Nuzlocke
not a-
is sick.
Oh, you know what I keep doing? I keep trying to summon my Palamute.
Yeah.
So,
you gotta
ghost
run.
ghost type only I don't think is going to be actually super viable until we have a way to get Pokemon earlier, because a lot of the ghost types are later on.
Yeah. I guess what because people make like tweaks to those rules depending on like how you can do stuff. I would assume that it would be perfectly valid to do Cyndaquil until you can get a ghost type.
Also, well, I mean, yeah.
Dark types would destroy you. Well, DMM, it's all about right. I think Legends still has like leveling systems as well as it has like action-oriented combat. So I have the feeling that if you are good enough at the game, maybe if you don't get hit, then you don't super care about super effective attacks against you.
Right. Or if you have the attacks that are super effective against the stuff that you're weak to, and you can hit them with fast enough speed. That's the only other strategy I've really seen for like, if you're using mostly types that have a lot of weaknesses, you just have to have the speed and the right moveset.
Also,
for the most part.
I would request one exception to the ghost type. At the very least, yes. I gotta have my evolution. I gotta have my evolution.
Really, what this means is we're hurting for some more evolutions.
Yes.
We need our ghost and steel EVs.
Yeah, someone was talking about a potential ghost evolution a little while ago. Oh, Legiana's way up there.
Yeah.
It likes to hang out in high places.
Oh man!
So you have seen it before in World, right? This is the first quest to hunt it.
Yeah, I fought one briefly, but I realized I didn't have the equipment when I ran into it during an expedition. I just was not equipped to handle it at the moment.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use up what little resources I had on me when I hadn't even finished the expedition objective yet.
Yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about, like, so this is your second Monster Hunter game.
Yes.
How do you compare the two?
Each one has some pluses and some minuses. I like getting around better with, Oh, hello there.
Hi, Boom Headshot, what's up? What are you doing? Are you just screaming?
Not a great spot.
Oh, what am I doing? I am pressing the wrong fucking button for attacks.
Never use sword and shield that much, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm already, like, my controls are... God damn it, I keep drinking potions instead of swinging my sword. It's Y, not X.
Am I gonna be the one carrying you two this time?
No.
Shouldn't be.
You got this. Just need to brush off these cobwebs. And I need to stop pressing B to roll. Really, I should buckle down and remap my buttons at some point. So let's see, what yes. You were telling me an interesting theory the other day, Osprey, that you think that Pokemon Legends was actually heavily inspired by Monster Hunter success?
A little less necessarily the success, more just some of the mechanics of how the missions work and how you have a house and you go off to these zones that have different areas.
Yeah. DMM says, if you didn't know, we don't have normal abilities, we have passive abilities now. They're confusing. Yeah, I've heard that I mean, it makes sense to me that because the combat system is so different from older games, that, like, the way abilities and items and stuff used to work may not necessarily apply to Legends. So I'll be curious to see how they turn out differently. I will say, this is the most tempted I have been to play a Pokemon game in a long time. I almost bought it. But I'm holding off until I beat new Pokemon Snap. Then I'll pick up Legends.
Hey, Boom Headshot.
Hey, Boom Headshot, what's up? Passive ability now instead of the normal one. I guess I'm not sure what that means 100%. I thought abilities were already, like, passive.
Like, they typically are. But things like levitate, from what I understand, aren't a thing.
Yeah.
Alright. It's running off.
Yep.
This way? I think. I don't know these maps yet.
Oh, I never remember.
Yeah, I never learned these maps.
I just kind of remember landmarks and that's it.
Even
it's probably gone down, so you just want to jump down.
Gone down? No, the bugs are leading me up.
No, it's here.
I've got a minus on mine.
Oh, what the hell? Bugs, where are you taking me?
I forgot how to latch onto those Spider-Man things.
I forget how to do that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's it. B. Okay.
Control map thing back on. Still not coming up.
Ah, it is right here. What else has been up? God damn it.
Frozen
That's a
Legiana.
potion.
Oh. Was it just me that got disconnected?
Yep.
I'm still in the session.
Okay.
3. Ah, fuck you, Legiana. And Legiana is in stories too, right?
Yeah, like, there was an entire arc where one of our friends had one.
Had it, yeah.
Here's where I make a comment about you not paying attention.
100%.
I commented about how pretty it was.
I do remember that now. You little bastard. Are you tired? When we all are able to play Legends Arceus, anyone want to trade in it for fun? Oh, 100% Osprey is looking to trade, I bet.
I mean, I can eventually get all of them
Yes.
without trading.
So no, Osprey does not want to trade.
I mean, I would.
So
I
yes,
just-
Osprey does want to trade.
It's one of those things I'm not particularly...
No, Osprey does not want to trade.
Can I finish? It's one of those things where I could go either way.
Gotcha.
So if people want to trade, I'm willing to trade. But I'm also not, like, particularly interested specifically.
You're not trying to complete the decks with Pokemon that, like, you know you can't get.
Right. It is completely possible to beat the entire decks without trading.
Yeah, it is cool that it is an accessible option for people that may not have the ability to buy 2 copies, or friends to trade with, or internet connections, or whatever. It's neat that that doesn't have to be a thing that stops people from getting the Pokemon they want anymore. Like, for example, I know you're still struggling to get Mischievous in Brilliant Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people have been complaining about, like, oh, but trading's like super important in Pokemon. And like, I love trading in Pokemon, but I also don't want to like make anyone do it who doesn't necessarily want to do it.
Yeah, get over here, you big ice chicken.
Oh shit! He didn't mean it! He didn't mean it! It was him, not me.
I have a join request? What's that mean?
I'm rejoining.
Oh, okay.
Try this again.
Ah. And here I accidentally went off the cliff. Alright, coming back up.
Nope, he's coming down.
Well, that's...
Oh,
Waiting
I missed.
I guess it's a waiting approval. I guess there's an option to manually approve join requests.
That seems terrible. Like,
Yeah, I don't. This game's networking is not very good. The netcode does not understand that.
well, it's funny. We say that because Rise has gotten way more convenient, but this was at the time a huge step up.
Oh, it still is. Yeah, from the older games, absolutely. I will say, like, the partying does work a lot better. I like that you can have, like, Burnout style 16 people in one thing, and then
Yeah, just split off into your hunts.
So how do
don't
I
know,
how do I accept?
probably in the start menu.
Oh, out of the air!
It's probably in the start menu, if I had to guess. Like, there's probably like one of the tabs will have like a join requests thing, and it'll have like an accept or decline option. I've never done the manual settings, so I don't know.
Oh.
I found it.
Where'd he go now?
Cool.
Oh,
I
going
see
up.
if my network likes to hold up this time.
Said something about the quest has reached. Okay. Yeah, you joined the quest. I do half miss the wire bugs for getting around, but I also do not like having to use wire bug maneuvers to do things in Rise sometimes.
Interesting. What do you mean? I guess I don't know if I understand when you say you have to use wire bugs.
Like in combat, they balance things with the expectation that you're going to be using the wire bugs to. I don't know which way to go.
Oh, follow me. I think my bugs are leading me there.
All right.
Like, monsters are faster and more aggressive because they're expecting you to use wire bugs to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll admit I feel less effective without wire bugs. Now that I've had them, I'm pretty spoiled. I keep using my clutch claw, but it's not doing it.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
Your stickiness with that is much better with the wire
Where-
bug because your DPS stays up.
Fucking, where are you going, bugs? Where
I think I know where to go.
I do not love the pathing.
Yeah,
I
it's
found
very
it.
slow.
I found the path. Come on,
Awesome.
Pathfinder burb.
Yeah. Where
Tonight
did you go?
I went up the vines that were across the way from where you kind of lost where you were going.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I don't know why the bugs weren't leading me there. All right. I'm catching up.
Well,
Good
it's
news
asleep,
is Legiana's almost dead.
so I'm gonna
Oh,
place.
if it's asleep, yeah, put some bombs down and I'll do my big hit. Now, here's the question. Can Cameron pull off the big hit?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Okay, so I'm going to come over here. Let me get my practice in. All right. 1,
Oh,
2, and then the third one. 1, 2. Okay, I go forward 2 steps. So, I think I want to be here. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1.
There
Oh,
we go.
damn it.
It's called.
Damn it!
what'd you
I
do?
fucked up my spacing anyway. That was shameful. No one look.
Yeah. No one look at me.
Yeah.
Oh, is it all the way up there? Ah, I see.
Can we cut off the tail? I guess I haven't really been trying to do that.
I mean,
I think maybe that or bug break with Legiana. Let's see if this works.
I use a gun, so
No, I meant, like, is it possible? I don't think Legiana has a tail cut, it just has a tail break. Which we have gotten. So Hannah's been watching Justified. I don't know if either of you have ever seen that show.
I've seen a few episodes, I think. Other people were watching it.
It's mid-2000s propaganda, but
Yeah.
it's about a man traveling into the hollers of Kentucky and killing a bunch of secessionists, and I love it.
That is pretty... Yeah, I will say it is good for that.
It was funny to me because, like, it's been a decade since I've seen it, but she started watching the show, and, like, this was back before, like, the people were willing to admit that we had a national like oxycoding problem.
Oh yeah.
So the way they were framing some of the like the Oxycontin runs and the stuff going on there was just very archaic compared to like how we understand the problem now.
Situations that would not happen now.
Yeah.
Let's see, how do I remember to do this? Yes, I do.
Oh, I'm in your head. I definitely keep pressing B to dodge.
There we go. Give it a nice little flash.
Oh yeah, it is A to dodge, huh?
100%.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off too.
Well, so
Hey, and you're down. Here it is.
I use an Xbox controller. So, and
Oh, for you, it's what? Circle?
well, no, so it is A on the Xbox controller. But the thing is, I'm used to the Switch controller, which is swapped for where A and B are.
Yeah, that is the problem with the Switch controls versus being used to everything else.
But it still works because I keep trying to press B.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a plate.
I got a claw and it made like the shiny noise, and I was curious as to why. Maybe I never gotten that before. For is this low rank or high rank? I didn't even think to look.
I don't know when you technically hit high rank, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so it's likely.
If you haven't done, have you done the devil? Have you done the Zora Magdaros second fight yet?
No.
Hey, Shanice.
Hey, Shanice. Then I think we're still low rank.
Yes, NoobTube, I am very, 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 very excited for Legends.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a midnight stream because I'm not working tomorrow. I take that back. I wasn't working tomorrow. Now I am going to work for a teeny tiny bit.
Does it come out tomorrow?
It comes out tonight at midnight.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
midnight your time and 9 p.m. my time. Because
Yes.
I'm on the West
That's right.
Coast.
That is the benefit of being on the West Coast. Everything is
West Coast
earlier.
is the best coast.
Hunter highlights. I haven't seen those before. Also, Cameron got me started watching some Transformers.
Oh yeah.
I do have to remind myself that this is primarily geared towards kids.
Yes.
When watching
it is
it.
a children's show.
A couple of times I'm just sitting there going, why? Oh, yeah, the kitties are probably back.
Why? Damn it. I think I gotta reconnect my controller. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, so how have you been liking Transformers? You've been watching Cyberverse, which is, I think it's like targeted for ages like 7 to 10 or something, 6 to 10.
Yeah, so I have some minor pet peeves, one of which went away with season 2, which was, oh my gosh, what is up with all these memory hexes? You're like trying to show not tell, but instead you're doing something just as bad.
Yeah, that's not a typical Transformers thing. That is like a structural conceit they did specifically for Cyberverse Season 1.
Am I here?
I thought it was interesting, but yes, it does get old pretty quickly.
When literally every episode has it until season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third Fleet Master, I need to talk to her again. But, there's a lot of questions I still have that they do not address whatsoever.
Hit me with them.
Like, you answered some of them, like the whole, what on earth is this leadership matrix, and why is it so important?
Yes.
And then Oh, it didn't give me a chance to prepare. Before going into the Rotten Vale. Because we're going deeper into the Rotten Vale.
Oh, is this one of those things where you have to start out on your own and then we can join? We'll see.
I think so. Alright. Food first, because it didn't let me go back to the... But... so Leadership Matrix was one of them. What the exact nature... oh, I forgot to refill my ammo. Oh, well.
Well, if you're at the camp, you can take care of all that there.
Oh, I can? Cool.
Yeah, it's like Rise.
Okay, I thought you said they didn't let you do that before. Not bad.
No, the World is the first time they did that, and then oh hey, Herald of Rivia is here. They in Monster Hunter like Generations Ultimate and other stuff, they didn't let you do that before. But World was the first time they started doing it.
Oh, there's a lot of movesets to Sword and Shield. All right, I'm going
It's
back
the
into
combo
Link.
machine.
It really is, and the combos look cool as hell, especially in this game with the clutch claw.
Yeah. So yeah, boom headshot. Cameron got me started on that, and I haven't fully decided how I feel. I do want to see some more of like the city speaker thing, is what I think she referred to it as.
Windblade, yes, she speaks to the Titans. Funny story, Windblade, not really funny story, just a fun fact. She was the first fan-created Transformers character.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, Titans?
Yes, Titans. There are Transformers that turn into city-sized structures.
Oh, we're not cutscenes.
Yeah,
you'll have to let us know when you get the opportunity to have players. It'll after a cutscene, it'll say people can now join your quest.
You can now send an SOS flare or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had no clue. I didn't even know about the Titans fully. I think they briefly mentioned them, but I'm lost. Okay.
You'll see Titans eventually in either season 2 or season 3. They're big on the lore, and again, this is something that we were talking about earlier, which is like Cyberverse. I love it as an adult Transformers fan. It's fun, it's kid friendly, but it also doesn't tread a lot of the same ground that other Transformers stuff does story wise. They're telling new stories because they're kind of assuming that you know a lot of the basics on Transformers. But to your point, like, it's not a super kid-friendly show then, because like a 7-year-old kid is probably hasn't seen Transformers before Cyberverse, so it's kind of weird that the show like made this assumption that they'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, like one thing that was really jarring was I thought I had missed some episodes, because all of a sudden we went from the end of season 1 where they're like, we're gonna get out of the mountain now, and then all of the sudden they're fighting on the moon, and Megatron has suddenly somehow showed up at some point, and I don't even know how that happened.
Yes, I totally forgot they did that, and I remember being confused myself and being like, I wonder if they skipped an episode, and then I was like, oh no, I didn't skip an episode. But for me, it was awesome because it was like, oh, I've seen what happens between the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2 is what most Transformers shows already are. So like for me, it was awesome that it was like, we're getting to the fun stuff.
Odegaron.
Yeah, Odegaron's here.
I like it.
But yeah, to your point, like it's super jarring and confusing for new people, which you'd think the series would be like actively trying to get. But it is also something that makes Transformers shows less interesting to me. Like the Netflix Transformers show, the War for Cybertron trilogy. That's like they did 3 Netflix shows, and to me they're super boring because it's all the same story beats that we've seen before, and the voice director for that show like was awful at their job. They told everyone to speak super stoically and seriously about all matters like this, and
That's not fun.
it made the episodes like physically painful to sit through.
So I can invite people now.
Sweet, we're hopping in.
All right.
Who is Windblade your favorite character you've seen so far?
Grimlock. I like Grimlock.
Oh, Grimlock. Grimlock in Cyberverse is great. He's a bit annoying in some other versions in the series. I don't really love G1 Grimlock, but Cyberverse and animated Grimlock are dope.
Okay.
Is this the newest show?
Cyberverse is the newest show. Take it back. War for Cybertron's technically the newest show. Cyberverse came out a couple years before it, but it's the newest show that was out on like Cartoon Network and stuff, like TV. But it's also on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, yeah, as someone new to, like, I'm glad they at least explained the Allspark, which looks like a D20. Yeah. Like, why does it look like a D20?
It's just a good Cyberverse-y shape. The key to Vector Sigma is also a D20.
Oh, okay. I've only seen Vector Sigma. Also, it was super vague about what the actual ideological split fully was between Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Yes.
Oh, get back here, you.
In general, the comic book series dive into that more. IDW had a run of comic books that started in 2005 and ended in 2018, I think, that really dove into the politics of it, and I love it. It's probably my favorite Transformer storytelling ever. Oh, what was that?
It's the rotten air stuff that I don't have a solution.
No, I saw something big like sneak away into the wall.
Yeah, Odegaron was like moving somewhere else.
Did it just take us for a loop-de-loop? It's back
yes.
where it was? Oh,
yeah.
You little shit. You little scamp.
Yeah.
So the comic books dive into like their personal ideals and why they couldn't figure their shit out if they had the same general goals. The TV shows generally just make it out that they both want to change Cybertron, but Megatron, what's important to him is that he is personally in charge, and Optimus Prime is more democratic in general. There's exceptions to that. One of my favorite ones, and it's in the subtext of the show. There's a show called Transformers Prime, which came out in 2012, and that's actually what got me back into the Transformers franchise. In that one, Megatron and Orion Pax. It's actually not Megatron. It's his original name is like something else. We'll call him like Mining 9 or whatever. M9. We'll call him M9. I don't remember what it is. But M9 and Orion Pax were both political activists M9 was essentially a slave. He. How do I crouch? I need to crouch so I can heal. There it is.
Oh, heal. Oh,
Yeah. M9 was essentially a slave. Grew up and made his name and got his influence in the gladiator pits. Gets out of that hellhole, meets Orion Pax, and they're both trying to reform Cybertron's caste system. Not always, but recently in the media, there is a caste-based system to society based on your alt mode. You turn into a tank, therefore you're going to be a soldier. You turn into a drill, therefore you're going to be a miner, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
oh wow.
And they're both trying to reform this. It's called the Functionist Council. They're both trying to reform the politics of Cybertron. But the Functionist Council, who kind of set a lot of shit in motion, they had a really damn it. They had
that's a fake one.
a really brilliant scheme to set them against each other, in that they can tell that Megatron's ambitious, so they give Orion Pax the matrix of leadership, and they say, you will speak on our behalf and we'll follow your reforms. And their gamble is that Orion Pax's reforms in general will be more milder than Megatron's. And Megatron is kind of blinded by his ambition and really upset that Orion Pax accepts the deal, and that causes the rift between the two of them. I really, really liked Prime. But in Cyberverse, Megatron's just like a megamaniac.
Yeah. Which, considering they don't actually explain any of the society,
Yeah.
I got that there was some weird dynamic between Seekers and Cars.
Yeah, they do it on the most basic level.
But they never actually went into what it was they were trying to reform. So I'm sitting there going, I don't even know what they're trying to fix. They just said something about equality.
Yes. And again, I mean, the comic books are targeted at an older demographic in general. They're targeted to adult fans with disposable income, because kids can't afford comic books these days. Whereas the cartoons are meant for kids. So I get that they felt the need to simplify some concepts.
Simplify is one thing. I feel like this, they just literally kind of forgot about. I feel, it almost feels like they forgot to give, this is an important part of the plot.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I want me to sharpen.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I was like...
I like that they still kept this is where the radio menu first came in. I'm used the hell out of that.
Yeah.
I need to make a support one, though, so I can get to my support stuff really quick, because I have free meal and the item speed up thing, which is just awesome. I love it. There we go.
Yeah, Osprey, I think, unfortunately, it ties back to this, kind of odd assumption I think they had about their audience, that, we want to make a cartoon that has a lot of nods for adult fans, so we're kind of going to assume that they know a lot of this. It's like they took for granted that the audience would know a lot of this stuff from other Transformers series, even though it is targeted towards kids.
Yeah, and I kind of hate it when things assume I'm gonna know things going in.
Yeah.
Unless it's like season 2. And then if you expect me to know things from season 1, that's fine.
Right.
But he does not like me.
Yeah, he is very much picks a target and stays with him.
Yep.
And I'm the gunner.
I think Odogaron tends to go after gunners.
Oh, okay.
Work on some
I
of his
remember
flaws.
him dunking on me when I was a heavy bow gunner.
Oh, he wants to try. Hey, I will say, for as not as full as the shield is, for the sword and shield, it's pretty damn good.
It gets the job done.
I do love the infinite combo thing you can sort of do. I haven't figured out what that actual button is yet, but it's great.
So earlier this week, Earlier this week, I went to visit my parents' house.
Oh yeah,
I guess
saw.
yesterday. It was yesterday. My parents are traveling, but a couple of my uncles are staying in their house for now, and we had dinner together, and it's just been like with COVID and everything, it's been a minute since I've like spent physical time with family, and that was real nice.
Yeah, that it was really nice to do that like last holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have okay. So my restream chat did not update correctly because it said we had 0 viewers. Now we have 11.
Oh shit!
Big drop off. Assuming that that's actually correct. Glad that there's. I'm assuming a lot of people found us through the category on Twitch. Good to know that World is still popular on PC.
Well, I also did put it out on Twitter and the regular stuff.
True. Yeah, I think it might be the game just because for the Dark Souls ones, we get maybe two randos from social media like per stream. I mean, either way, like that's good.
I think we've built up a pretty good Monster Hunter crew. I'm looking at the names. I think Osprey, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there aren't any names here that we haven't had before.
I can't really look at the moment.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I can look after this.
DMM has hunted with us before in Rise. I believe same with Shanice and NoobTube. NoobTube, I feel like, has been around forever.
Oh yeah, NewTube is one of the OGs.
The OGs!
Gotta appreciate the originals, the day ones.
One thing I did like about what Transformers did in the I have no clue. I am lost. Oh, this is disgusting.
It's gross.
It's not great. I don't have any flies for this guy. Oh, it's because I'm around these Gyros. Oops, forgot that the... I will say, I do like that you don't even need the scout flies in Rise because the map just sort of already tells you. I mean, I appreciated it like during like the trailer and like the initial few hours of this game, but after a while, because the pathing is so bad, it's hard to tell. Like when I wish there was like a notification that was like, hey, you lost track of him because your research level isn't high enough. Because I wouldn't mind finding clues, but it takes me like 5 minutes to figure out like, oh, my scout flies aren't tracking him after he left because my research level is too low.
Yeah, I like the concept of scout flies, but I wish they work better.
Yeah, the execution just needs a little tweaking, but it's not bad. I like it. I thought that was really cool, especially with how dynamic it is to gather while you're on the run. Super nice.
So what were you saying about Transformers, Osprey?
I did like how they did work the hexes for the one prophetic guy. Like they were looking back at the memories and that was playing a factor into what they did.
McAdam?
Yeah.
Yeah, McAdam's pretty cool.
Okay, it is asleep.
Oh god, can I get there fast enough?
Legiana corpse, this is huge. NoobTube, yeah, holla at the OGs, absolutely. NoobTube, Skybite, I could probably name another couple few. I know some people prefer to watch certain streams, so it's hard to remember them all when they're not in one place.
Am I close?
It's down in like that little pocket at the very bottom level where all the corpses and bones.
Oh, I'm 100% not in the right area. God damn it!
Yeah.
I've been climbing up.
I don't have any big. I don't think I have any big hits.
I can
Osprey,
do
if you want to
something.
hit him. Okay.
Yeah, you can take it because I'm.
Oh,
not
that's right.
gonna
Yeah,
get there fast
you've
enough.
got the light bow gun stuff.
Yep, so I'm gonna use just my normal ammo, but I'm gonna shoot all these explosives that I placed.
Nice. I'll get him with some piercing pods.
I am 100% lost.
There might be some tracks you could pick up. I don't know where he's been.
I'm picking them up. The flies are like leading me down a trail. I don't know why they were just leading me up first. All right, where are you going, flies?
So this makes me more excited for Luna Garon in Sunbreak.
Now that you've fought Odogaron.
Yeah, because it's pretty, but I hate the coloring.
Odogarons?
Yeah.
Or... Oh wait, I'm coming through. Are you fighting?
Yep. I got some pretty good numbers with my Wyvern Shot explosives.
Nice.
Mistake.
It can do that?
I see a little
He's,
piggy.
he's running now. He's drooling, so I'm pretty sure we've got him. Or wait, is he eating? He's eating. Never mind. Oh yeah, right. We're in his like rest spot. Now he's angry.
Flies, come on! Ah. They did take me to like a secret path,
That's
And
the
now
way.
taking me back the way I came.
We're in the underground area of 13.
Yep, I see you now. You let me down, flies. This is some iTunes Maps shit.
Yeah.
No, it's
Good old
MapQuest.
Apple Maps. Yeah, MapQuest. I'm doing so much smaller numbers compared to Gunlinks. I'm trying to figure out how much I'm actually doing.
Yes.
Nice.
There we go.
Whew.
Ich warte im Lager auf dich.
Bonk.
What was that?
That's an emote that I have from the Final Fantasy. Is it 14 that did a crossover? There's a Final Fantasy crossover where you can fight the behemoth from, I guess it's famous in the Final Fantasy games.
Gotcha.
Carcass.
Yeah, they
And,
did a
one of
lot
them
of
is like a
crossovers in this
Dragon
game.
Age.
There's The
Yeah.
Witcher, Final Fantasy.
They've done most of the Capcom stuff before. I know in 4 they had Street Fighter and Devil May Cry, and they did a Metroid crossover at one point, which I wish I had the armor of.
Yeah,
God, sick.
I really liked Final Fantasy 14 when I could play.
That's what I never got into.
Hey, Ratha La Rosa. God, that always takes me a minute to figure out the name.
Hey, Rathalarosa. If anyone's watching, we do have the lobby info up
yes.
on the screen. So you can
Nach ihr suchen.
Nein, wirst du nicht.
come join us. We still got room, plenty of room in the lobby, and we still have room on our hunts.
Es geht dir gut. Oh, ich hatte solche Angst.
Alles in Ordnung. Beruhige dich. Ich bin nur
I set
froh,
my-
dass du nicht verletzt bist.
I set my, what is it, default
Ich
option when
wollte mich
returning to
verstecken, bis
Gathering Hub, and it
weiterzieht,
just
aber
puts me
du
back in
hast
the
mir
beginning of
Mühe erspart.
Astera.
Oh, I'll fix it so it's a little, well,
Ist schon gut.
I'll have to wait till after the cutscene.
Wir hatten eine
Oh, it's right. I
Abmachung,
keep,
weißt du
yeah,
noch?
forgetting that
Habt
there's
ihr möglichst
cutscenes.
viel über das Tal erfahren?
Mm-hmm.
Jetzt erzählt mir alles.
Well,
Was
sweet.
habt ihr da draußen gefühlt?
Would
Ich glaube,
So I'm trying to remember. If you just beat Odogaron, you're meeting
es ist ihr Friedhof.
the grandmother.
Diese ganze Region ist ein riesiges dazugehöriges
Oh,
Ökosystem.
from the third fleet?
Hm.
Is she the third? Maybe it's second. She's like the research one.
Kommt mit.
Yeah, I think so.
vaguely remember the story of this game.
She said she was from the First Fleet.
Okay, yeah,
Gotcha.
that might be
Du
her.
hast
I think she just went off
Die
on her
Monster
own.
finden ihre letzte Ruhe im Tal.
I'm noticing that
Sie
theme with
spüren
First
ihr
Fleet.
Ende und ziehen hierher. Ihre Kadaver werden zu Nährstoffen für das Korallenhochland. Aus dem Tod entsteht neues
go.
Leben, das am Ende des Zyklus zum Tal zurückkehrt und wieder stirbt.
Oh yeah, here comes the research track part.
Es ist ein ökologisches Wunder.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, you gotta
Eines, das
research more
jedes
monsters.
andere in den Schatten
Yeah.
stellt.
Oh yeah, with quotations.
Quote unquote.
Aber
That's why I call
ich
Monster
euch
Hunter
eine wichtige
by its
Frage
alternate
stellen.
name.
Wie lautet
You
sie?
bastard.
Yeah,
Wer ist
good
das
stuff until it
Kernstück?
dies, which really could be like 85% of video games.
Welches Monster könnte als Nährstoff für ein derartig großes System dienen?
All right, I need to go upgrade my.
Was
I'm
ist
just
das
using Sword and
Geheimnis
Shield
hinter
for
der
the sake of
ältesten
being able to
Ihr kennt die Antwort.
consume stuff while I'm on the
Sie sind
run,
das
so I'm gonna upgrade
Kernstück.
mine a little bit more.
Bingo, der Tod eines Ältesten ist der Katalysator. Das Tal
Oh, there's
besteht
also
nur
there's a Steam
Städte
sale
von
going on
Sora
apparently
Magdaros.
from now until I think a week from now. Lots of stuff on sale.
Hey Ninja Bill, how's it going?
Hey, Ninja Bill.
I wonder what Iceborne, if Iceborne's on sale.
Zumindest sollte es so sein.
It might be. I know
Hinweise sind
Capcom
alle
has
hier,
been
doch der
doing
Sora
sales
ist
on their
nirgendwo
older
zu
stuff
finden.
recently.
Hatte eine Menge
There's some new
Nachrichten
game
in
out.
seinem
It's like
Konto
a
gespeichert.
it's like an
Weiß ich,
apothecary
was sie
puzzle game
irgendwo
where you
hinbringt?
manage like a herbal shop
Weiß ich nicht.
and like people come to you looking for
Aber
like
ich weiß, wer es
requests
wissen
on
könnte.
plants
Die
to help
ersten
them with things in their
Viverianer
life.
leben hier schon viel länger als wir.
Seems it's got like a
Blendet.
kind of a weird story bit to it, but it looks pretty good. I think it's called like Strange
Seht,
something. I don't know if anyone in chat knows what I'm talking about, but I was watching someone on Fanbyte play it earlier today and it looks pretty fun.
Tell me about, you've been playing something new, Insidious? In Synchronous?
Oh, Inscription?
Yes. What's that
yeah. Oh man. So Inscription, the basic rundown of Inscription is it is a it's kind of a like a roguelite deck builder. It is a deck building game, which I haven't played, like Slay the Spire or any of that. The last card game I played was like Hearthstone 8 years ago. It's a really simple to learn card game. It's just like magic, like power to toughness kind of things. But the premise is that you are trapped in a cabin where there's very little light, and there's like this like shady figure who you can only make out as like a pair of eyes, and he basically forces you to play this card game. And you have to like it's a roguelite in that every time you die you have to like remake your deck, and he sort of has this like little D&D type map where you can pick and choose like what nodes or like fights or upgrades you want to go to. It's really cool, and it has way more going on under the surface than it shows you at first. It is very cool. If you like kind of fourth wallish breaking stuff, you should definitely play it. And if you like card games, absolutely play it. As someone who has not played a card game in like almost a decade, like a deck building one, I picked it up very easily, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Ninja Bill, yeah, I think we're all doing pretty well. I think everyone's had some exciting new developments happen recently. I'm going on vacation for a long weekend, which I'm looking forward to.
I'm taking a COVID
nice.
test tonight before we stream Legends.
Exciting and new developments.
Nice.
Wait,
I was not
nice.
negative. I have
Oh.
2 home tests that I'm sitting on now because I didn't need them after I had my next negative.
Well,
Do you
both
need
of
to
us.
refrigerate those?
I don't know.
So the reason taking the test is I've been feeling absolutely ill.
You've been
So-
feeling very COVID-y.
I don't know that it's COVID specifically,
I'm
but I
knocking
have
on wood.
something.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been feeling well, so but yeah, Cheryl, we are streaming Legends when it comes out tonight because as of right before we started this stream, it still is not accessible to me.
Yes. So
So-
we'll be playing it in like 3-4 hours. So we'll be doing 2 streams tonight. Mostly because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Well, originally. And I don't have to work a full day tomorrow. It's just need to go in for half an hour. So,
I do have a neat overlay ready to go.
yep.
Oh yeah.
Shanice, thank you for the Menasor video. I mean, I always love Menasor. I'm always down to play Menasor decks, and since we have the Primus event, I was super excited to build a new Menasor, a new version of Menasor. And honestly, he's a real ass kicker.
Are we in a quest right now? Sorry, I've been looking at the upgrades for like a minute.
No,
I haven't seen it posted yet.
Oh, okay.
I am seeing what I can do for upgrading, like getting better equipment. Because my armor's fine. It's my weapon that I need to get a better one of.
Yeah, we can farm some bits. Ninja Bill, Hannah's doing well. She took a half day at work today and went and saw Hamilton in Dayton, Ohio. She had a really good time. Ollie's doing well also. The three of us are driving to Asheville tomorrow. Just enjoying a long weekend in a cabin, do a little hiking, eat some Carolina barbecue, which I'm super excited for.
Oh, nice.
Just enjoy a long weekend, mostly because I forgot which weekend is the 3-day weekend in January.
Yeah. I did as well.
I'm 3 shy of Dragonite ore.
Oh, well, we can go farm something. I mean, if you look up where Dragonite ore is, it's not super rare, I think.
Yeah, once you're in high rank, I think it's... Oh, it could be... Certain ores are, like, blocked by high rank.
Do you have any Dragonite ore?
One of them?
What?
Do you have any Dragonite ore?
I have 2 out of 5.
Okay, let me look it up real quick.
Okay, yeah. If it's in low rank, it might be just like super rare. I think the percentage of drops goes up with each
obtaining low rank Coral Highlands. If we do a Coral Highlands quest, we got a pretty good chance of finding it. Oh, it's in Rottenvale also. It's not super rare. I think if you just whatever quest we do next, if you spend a little time mining during it, you'll get what you need.
Is it at all in Ancient Forest, maybe?
No. Not in low rank.
Damn. Alright. Because that's for our next... But that's also an expedition. Alright. Let's find a quest. I have, like, a bunch of new exclamation points, so...
Oh, yeah. Ninja Bill, are you getting the new Pokemon game? I forget if you are a Pokemon guy or not. I feel like yes, but I don't remember 100%.
Ooh, I got a full health boost. What do I want a slot in this gym?
Yeah, hopefully, Ninja Bill. I mean, last year was rough. Yeah. Hopefully, you and your family are rolling the ball uphill is a phrase that I heard recently.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not going to try to figure out the melding thing just now.
Oh, it's a mess. Don't even worry about that until we get to Iceborne. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't play Pokemon. Gotcha. What have you been playing anything recently? I saw you posted some new videos. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet, but I'll have to soon.
Oh, ganz genau. Komm schnell zurück.
I got a free meal. Alright, I think I'm ready to go.
So, where do we get Aqua Sacs?
Usually it's from aquatic or like water-based monsters.
Water
Pokemon. It is Pokemon style in that the element of the sack or whatever is the element of the monster you have to get it.
Gotta get that sack.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
that's funny. Those items have been in this game for like over a decade. They've never bothered to change it to something else.
Oh, you're gonna love this. Osprey, I'm gonna let you guess which monster gives you Aqua Sacs.
Oh,
Legiana?
No, it's the one you hate.
Which one? There's a few I hate.
Oh, is it
Gyarados.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gyarados.
okay.
Or is it?
But-
No, not sure. It's right. No, Bayo is the yeah.
Wait,
that's right,
no,
that's right.
Gyarados is in the wrong area anyways.
the big old fish. I would prefer Gyrototus to Plesioth any day.
It looks like Gyrototus is the only way you get Aquasax for some reason.
All right.
Unless, wait, was I looking at the right thing? Yeah, Monster Hunter World database. Yep. I just want to make sure I had pulled it up for the right game.
Yeah.
So, does the chef cat do anything other than just the part at the end?
I don't think so. I think he just does like the garnish.
Busy lifting weights. He's busy getting swole.
That's true. He's busy at the gym. It is shoulder day for him. That's for sure.
I am not impressed by this chef.
I'm impressed that a cat can do it, but yeah, I agree.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs, Osprey. It is impressive.
Oh, Cheryl's asking how D&D has been going. Oh, I'm reading Ninja Bills. Oh, Skyrim Anniversary Edition is broken. That's hilarious for how long that game has been out. You'd think it'd be better by now.
Yeah, I feel like we were talking about that earlier, Ninja Bill. It's really disappointing that, like, I think you were talking, because I was curious about checking it out, but you were telling me stick with the special edition because the Anniversary Edition is still not working. I'll wait. I'm sure the mod community will fix it up all nice and neat eventually.
Yeah. Cheryl, I actually just bought some bullywugs when we were at PAX last December.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was part of. I was looking at the official like figures or whatever. A bunch of places have the Pathfinder and the D&D official figures, and I bought some bullywugs because they were featured in my friend's campaign not too long ago.
Put them on the Discord. I haven't seen pictures.
I will. I haven't. They're not painted by any means. It's literally just the.
You went on unpainted minis. That's.
Yeah. Well, I do it for the mostly just because it's for tokens. Just because if I can buy them, I'll be extra and get like the actual figures. But I have considered painting them since I have a lot of Gundams to go through, and I got to figure out that whole mess still.
So speaking of, if I did get interested in getting like a Transformers model at some point, which one should I get?
So,
Good question.
When you say model, there are models that you assemble and do all that stuff.
Yes.
But Transformers in general are toys. The selection of models is more limited than the selection of action figures. Action figures transform, the models tend not to transform.
I'm thinking, I was thinking Gundam stuff from when somebody tried to get me into that. Don't mind me.
So there are Transformers model kits that are like the Gundam model kits. They're called the Furai figures. I have heard great things about all of them. But it all kind of depends on what you're personally attached to. I don't think there's a Grimlock Furai figure yet. Have those been
around for a while?
Transformers Furai? Probably like 3 or 4 years now. Ninja Build might know better.
Because I never thought about like a Gunpla equivalent for Transformers until now. That makes a lot of sense.
So let's see. There's Leo Prime, there's Windblade, there's IDW Rodimus, Devastator, Acid Storm, Optimus Prime, Bugbite, Drift, Megatron. Yeah, Ninja Bill, like I've been doing some Gunpla recently. Tom's been doing Gunpla.
There's a test pilot footage from last summer, fall I still need to put together. Gundam stuff has been kind of on hiatus for a bit, but I'm planning on getting back into it this year as I finish Mobile Suit Gundam and get back into Great Gundam Project. But man, yeah, every now and then I just go on the Gundam wiki for like a couple hours at a time and just lose my mind.
Yeah. All right, there is a quest posted.
Yep.
Sweet.
It's Legiana.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
As long as it's not the Iceborne one.
No. I don't think... I don't have Iceborne yet.
Yeah, I was joking. I know it wouldn't be that one.
Oh, Flame Toys. Ninja Bill just... So, Osprey, you might not have been on the stream earlier. He was talking about... He just started watching his first Transformers show. And he's watching Cyberverse. And I was trying to think of characters from Cyberverse that would have, like, cool models.
I'll be right back.
I don't think there's a lot. They won't be Cyberverse style, but there's the big ones like Optimus, Bumblebee. Although Cyberverse Bumblebee and the model kit Bumblebee don't look alike.
I'm not gonna lie, I find Bumblebee to be kind of annoying.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I try and not like. I feel like a grumpy old man yelling at clouds when I complain about Bumblebee, so I don't do it too much. But yes, he's not my favorite. Real grade Justice Gundam.
Great.
Dope. I still have not built a real grade kit, Ninja Bill. I'm intimidated. I have not opened up Tall Geese. I'm going through all my high grades first before I step it up to a real grade.
Though maybe I should stick with the hobbies I have and try to keep up with those.
Yeah. If you want to if you want a little Transformers desk figure, there Cyberverse Grimlock I think got a deluxe toy that's really good. And I think it's like $15, and it transforms and it looks awesome.
Okay.
I never bought it, but I'm pretty sure Ninja Bill did a review. I can send you a link.
Does he transform into the dinosaur though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, Ninja Bill. There's a Tall Geese real grade.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at a lot of real grade stuff yet.
It came out like 5 years ago. I bought it 5 years ago.
I've been looking. I'm looking at mostly high grade because I was, I've never done Gunpla like seriously. But there were some. I wish there were better. I wish there was a better selection of the real and perfect grades for IBO. I mean, there are some, but like the price.
Oh my god!
Cameron? Did I ever show you that die-cast metal Barbados Rex?
Yes, the Metal Heroes.
Yes, yeah. If I didn't care about how much that cost or how much I shouldn't spend on it, I would absolutely.
Wait, there's more Dinobots?
Okay.
Ooh, that's something I don't know very much about.
In Generation 1, there were originally 5 Dinobots that were in that series. You have not gotten to the portion of Cyberverse where more Dinobots are introduced. But yes, traditionally there are 5 Dinobots. There's Grimlock, who's the leader, and he turns into a T-Rex. There is Sludge, who turns into a Brontosaurus. There is Swoop, who turns into a Pterosaur. There is Snarl, who turns into a Triceratops. And there is Slug, who turns into a Stegosaur. Those are the traditional 5. The number and individual members has varied between universes often. My favorite new one is Slash. She turns into a Velociraptor.
Ooh.
So, just like general question, are Beast Wars and Dinobots are not related, right? Like
okay.
It's not.
Yeah. So if you don't like inconsistent naming schemes, this might annoy you. There's a character named Dinobot who has nothing to do with the Dinobots.
Oh,
and that is the best character in Transformers ever. It is a warrior poet that often quotes Shakespeare and is big and menacing. Started out as a Decepticon, started out as a Predacon, became a Maximal, and is one of the coolest characters. But yes, nothing to do with the Dinobots. His name just is Dinobot. He also turns into a Velociraptor.
What's a Predacon?
The descendants of the Decepticons and Autobots in one universe.
Or I guess I say Beast Wars, but that's one.
Yeah, the G1 cartoon, which came out in 1984, there was an eventual sequel series to it called Beast Wars.
Oh,
and
that makes more sense.
It started out where people didn't know it was like a straight sequel to the first cartoon, but then they revealed the connections later on. But the descendants of the Autobots and Decepticons became the Maximals and Predacons thousands of years later, millions of years later.
this one I can't knock him into a wall.
Amatsu Hana. I don't know that one, Ninja Bill.
Coming down soon.
So,
No, one second.
if you could be a bot that transforms into anything,
Triple strike off.
Yes.
what would you to transform into?
I would be a triple changer and transform into a space plane and a submarine.
Wait, there's triple?
That would be cool.
There are 6 changers.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
I don't think there's any in Cyberverse, but the most famous one is Six Shot. Six Shot turns into Ninja Bill. You'll have to keep me honest on this. A winged wolf, a tank, a spaceship, a gun, a boat, and a robot.
That's like the best transformer right there. He gets 6 forms and they're all those. Like, why would you need anything else?
Yeah, so he is famously in my favorite series in the IDW comics. They call him a 0.1 percenter, which are transformers with like Cybertronians with crazy unique abilities. And he's basically like a one-man invasion force for Megatron. Megatron sends him in to like pacify an entire planet by himself.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say if he's that cool, he's got to be a Decepticon probably.
Yeah.
So wait, 0.1 percenters. Is this like a? Was this around the time of?
Hey,
like,
David, what's up? 6 Shot rules. Sorry, what were we saying?
No, you're good. So it was like 0.1 percenters is clearly like an allegory to like 1 percenters in like real life politics, right? Or is this
No, it came out. It came out before like Occupy Wall Street and stuff happened, and it's less about an economic allegory. It's more about explaining like profile bios from the original toys. When these profile, like some toys were like, this person can like destroy a planet, and it's like, well, that's never going to happen in the cartoon.
I see.
Oh shit! Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, they're a bro. Knocked Legion out of the air for us.
So, where do I find ore while we're doing this?
I'd probably just run around mining.
Do you want me
I
to
don't
do
know
that
the
while you hunt?
spots. Yeah. You can do that while we're hunting.
Alright.
It poisons.
Ooh, some ore?
Yeah. There you go.
Ninja Build, that the Amatsu sounds cool. Is it a custom? I know there's like custom kits or like custom like overlay pieces you can get for certain Gunpla. I've never looked into that because I am a total beginner, longtime fan. But I've seen some of those like customs on like the subreddits for Gunpla, and holy shit, the amount of detail people have into those is just incredible.
Yeah, they do some crazy stuff. Yeah, Ninja Bill, that's a good way to put it. 0.1 percenters are more like Omega Mutants from X-Men. They're like just insanely strong.
Okay, so it's not a like even like for their own politics, like a political thing in terms of like separation of like certain robots from others. It's more of a type classification.
Yeah, 0.1 percenters, like there's different ones. Ultra Magnus in IDW turns out to be a 0.1 percenter, where Ultra Magnus, I don't know if you remember that robot. He's like a big armored dude, but it turns out that he's a tiny robot that his 0.1 percenter ability is just that he can like bear tremendous loads. So he wears the Magnus armor, things like that.
Do 0.1 percenters know they are, or is it like a latent ability they have to unlock?
It is a... I want to make sure I get it right. I believe you know...
What?
Okay, so the way you in the IDW universe, and again, this can vary universe to universe, but in the IDW, okay, Ninja Bill, I'm going to take a look right now.
Okay, I had the wrong path for Legiana. I'm going now.
I randomly ran into a first Wyverian.
Hey!
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, shit.
I always talk to him when I see him.
Ninja Bill, that looks insane.
Is it the Amatsu?
Yeah, Amatsuhama. Ninja Bill, I don't know if you're not in our Discord. I'll have to post it in the Discord when I get a chance. Am I
thought
going
he
the
was.
right
Maybe
way?
I'm thinking of somebody else.
No.
So I
Oh,
think I
it's
got
over in-
the ore I need, so I'm heading back to help.
Nice. We're not fighting it right now. We're kind of
Yeah,
wandering.
I'm engaged with it. I just got to it. It's over in the Palumu's coral
Yep,
bed place.
I see ya.
Sweet. But yeah, so IDW Comics had like 15 years almost of story to build up in their lore and universe and stuff, so they got to dive into a lot of these comic like concepts and things like that. But so Transformers are born kind of separate from their bodies. They start out as a spark, and they can be forged into like their body. You can either let it happen naturally over time in the IDW universe, or you can cold forge, which kind of is like putting the spark into a prefabricated body. And 0.1 percenters, like, I believe that they're different from when they're in spark form. Like, you can tell by the spark, the radiation it gives off, and things like that. So I think you know from the beginning if you're a 0.1 percenter. Fuck. God damn it, stop drinking potions, you idiot.
Whoa, that is so cool. I can do a rolling claw uppercut to grapple onto the monster. I think that might be
nice.
I don't know if that's a Iceborne thing, but man, is it cool.
I don't know anything about riding monsters in this game.
I never got the hang of it in this game either.
There's a few tricks to it. It's a lot better in Iceborne, but like there is still some benefits to it here if you want to break specific parts. Like breaking backs is easier. Some monsters have drops from backs later on. Like it's similar to like some of the older games where like if you jump onto a monster and do enough damage, or there's some threshold there. Like aerial attacks are really good. Like jumping onto them and hitting them is good for like trying to grapple. But I don't know if you can like manipulate them in the base game like you can in Iceborne. Oh, nice. Oh, Palumu's here. We got a 3 monster fight maybe going.
Discovered Palumu. No, I'm pretty sure I've done that already, game.
Yeah. Oop. Go away.
Yeah, Ninja Bill, I saw. I'll be curious to see what they do, who gets the license next, and what they do with it. I think I am a big IDW fan. I have enjoyed their take on the Transformers for a long time, but like 15 years is a really long time for anyone to like have a franchise license. I think it speaks to like the quality of their storytelling and sales that they had it for this long. And I'll be curious to see. God damn it, Paloma, leave me alone. I think I'll be curious to see what someone else does with it. What I really hope they don't do, whoever has it next, is like, here's the war on Earth between Autobots and Decepticons. I'm very much over that particular story. But I will say the Beast Wars comics from IDW have been fucking spot on. And, oh, speaking of comics, because I went to the comic store, Saga is back, which is super exciting.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm not
and
familiar.
They fucking broke my heart from the beginning. But it's amazing, and I love the pain. So Saga came out oh my god, 10
It's been
years
a while,
ago?
right? That was
Yeah.
like a 2010 thing.
Yeah. It is a space opera. There is a galactic war. The galaxy's filled with all sorts of different species and races, and I guess first off, the art of the comics is visually very, very beautiful. The artists are very imaginative and very skilled. But there is a galaxy between two species, a war in the galaxy between two species, and generally, like, probably 60-ish% of the galaxy has taken sides in this conflict. The two soldiers meet. One's a POW from one side, and one, she's like a soldier who's guarding the POW. They meet during the war. He's her prisoner. They fall in love, and they decide to go AWOL and elope together.
I am so lost.
Just physically in the thing or in my explanation, because I recognize it's haphazard.
In the map.
Oh, gotcha. So the comic book it's planned to be 108 issues. They're on issue number 55. They've had this plan from the beginning, and it is a story told from the perspective of their daughter, who is born at the beginning of issue 1, and it's kind of what her family's story is.
So it
And
wasn't like
it's-
finished before they stopped, right? It was just like in a hiatus or something.
Yes, they. God, I don't want to say the spoiler. They did something incredibly drastic, and it was a planned hiatus. The original plan wasn't for it to go on as long as it did. It was initially a 1-year hiatus that turned into a 3-year hiatus. And it is some of my favorite comic book storytelling. Really, really good.
Yeah,
I don't want to say any more because everything else would be spoilers.
Right.
It is very adult content. There's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of violence and gore. But at the end of the day, it's about family.
Yeah. It's all about the Fast and Furious lifestyle. It's all about
Yeah.
family. Diesels of the deep.
Yeah. I'm still super hyped for Legends Arceus.
Oh, I heard they canceled it. I heard it's getting pushed back 24 hours.
You know what, Cameron? Fuck you. That's what I have to say about that.
I just got a text from Joe Nintendo.
I just signaled on the map where I'm at.
Yep. I'm on my way. It's just taking me a while.
Joe
Very good.
Nintendo is full of shit.
My uncle worked for Nintendo and he said it's canceled. That's the new uncle works for Nintendo joke. It's not about secrets. It's about how long delays are going to be.
Robert Kirkman's is in the talk for it.
So,
and Skybound might be picking up the title.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting, Ninja Bill.
I have had a huge pet peeve with the whole Legends thing. Too many places broke street date. Like, oh my gosh, there are people who have 100%ed the game already because a couple of stores broke street date.
Oh my god, it happened again! What the fuck?
Oh no, I saw that! It was like a foot away!
What the lady?
No!
It just got up! Oh!
I keep trying to dodge with B.
But, like, I keep...
Sorry, yeah, so street date.
Yeah, people keep getting the game early, and I'm just so frustrated because I'm sitting here waiting.
Yes.
For the
that's
actual
almost every
release.
game now has like a leak of some kind. I mean, well, some part of the problem is that a lot of journalists get code for like review because they need to be able to play it and then have the review out near release. And usually they're pretty good about not like leaking it because a lot of them aren't trying to lose their jobs.
It wasn't just that though.
It's mostly stores, I think. Like
stores
just,
for
Walmart doesn't pay people enough to give a shit.
About that. Yeah, Walmart had a listing for Prime 4 like a few weeks after the Direct from 2017, which would have been a huge mistake because that would be an unviable item with no SKU number.
It's the sort of thing where it sucks for people who are trying to be good and wait for their digital copy, but I also don't know that I don't know who I'd assign blame to. I guess I'd assign blame to Walmart, the corporation. The person working retail, the person working Walmart for whatever, like $12 an hour. Like, I get that they are not paid enough to care.
Right.
Right. Whoever's in charge of putting items in their, but not CMS, but their like database for what's available online, I guess.
Nintendo could be more strict about enforcing penalties. I don't know that they do that a lot.
So from what I understand, the Pokemon Company used to be really, really good about this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they used to be really good about that, just because they also didn't do a lot. They let other people do merchandising and stuff. Their marketing was great, and then their actual dev team and like ideas people were sort of like, we do one thing every now and then, not a whole lot outside of that. But since they tried to expand, I think recently, just general infrastructure change between Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, that has not been very good.
And it's just kind of like people were getting it delivered a week early.
Yeah, Amazon don't give a fuck either.
And I'm just like...
The cars, there's the cars. Ninja Bill says, so how do you really feel about it?
I don't know if he's referring to Osprey being upset or me being upset that I whiffed.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that I whiffed.
I don't think
it got up before I got my swing down.
Well, I've been up here for a minute or two, so he probably was about to like finish the sleep timer. But yeah, it was like half a foot maybe. It was just like right. I guess World's hitboxes are like a lot more contained to the actual model, whereas in the old games it was like you got a little bit more distance. I think even in Rise has some of that, because I've noticed that with Gunlance shelling. But yeah. It sucks. It sucks, especially with the Charge Blade, with the Super Elemental Discharge. That's a very precise diagonal downswing that you can miss. Like,
wait, Boom Headshot is Legends available now?
Oh, it could be that if you've got your Switch set to a different time zone, maybe?
It's based on region. It's based on the region you buy it. So, real quick, I'm gonna pause here. Oh, you have delivery, right?
Right, that was
Headshot. Yeah. Don't be an asshole.
Good old Jeff came in clutch with his billions of dollars. I forgot that was even an option. Wait, but isn't that still a day early, or is that like something?
No, it's a day early. I think Boom Headshot specifically worded the way they were saying it to be a dick.
Well, now just in case I have to check.
Yeah, we'll pause
honestly,
for a second while Osprey checks.
I did that with Dread a number of times.
Well, basically, if it's available, we'll stop this stream now.
Not
I mean,
yet.
I guess we'll stop it after a hunt anyway.
Not yet.
Oh, I literally have a club for a sword, for my sword and shield. Not just a name. Man, all the small weapons get the cool variants.
Alright. I can upgrade
One more
to...
hunt?
I'm down for another hunt. I'm having a lot of fun with this combo thing. I don't even like thinking about what buttons I'm pressing.
Okay, if I wanted to upgrade to the next one, the ore that's required, I don't even know what it is, so...
That might be a high rank one. There are, in some games they do it where you can get the like quote unquote high rank ores at like a really low drop rate in low rank. And then later on they become more common, like Macalite and Earth or whatever are, but yeah, there are some that are only in high rank, and that might be one of them. I always have to look them up in every game. So I always get far ahead in my upgrade tree.
To the Ancient Forest. It's technically an expedition, so I'll have to let you all know when. Oh, I need to eat.
Ninja Bill, we have a bot troll in chat.
We get one or two of them every now and then.
Oh, what? Whoa! Restream just banned Boom Headshot.
Did it work?
Did you just ban him? Oh, wow.
Boom Headshot, did I actually ban you?
Well, Restream just. Oh, did you just type that in chat? I thought that was an auto message.
No,
Oh
did
my
not
God,
actually.
I fell for that. I'm so used to seeing Restream after I do reply commands that I thought it was the auto mod on Twitch.
No.
And then I realized no, auto mod's only on Twitch. It would be in Restream.
Cameron, are you trying to get revenge for me?
I don't know what the functions are, and fuck it, I'll pull the trigger.
There is, I think Restream does have like a name match, like a magic string match thing, but there is an auto mod in Twitch, but I've never had it on more than the lowest setting because I'm afraid it's gonna like overdo it, like a bad internet
Du weißt, wie der Hase
school
läuft.
security system.
Such nach Hinweisen.
Mm-hmm.
Lass uns getrennt suchen. Keine Angst.
Grab
Diese
my
Alright.
passe ich
support
auf.
set. I'm ready to go.
So I'm running around, and I'll let you know.
Oh, you're doing a cutscene thing.
Well, it's having me look for clues for the first Wyverians, which is ironic because I found
because you've
one.
already met one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot they do that.
I stumbled across it in the.
Go to the workshop real quick. I don't want to upgrade this too far.
Yeah, like the entire Legends Arceus subreddit felt like it was all just people being like, "Oh hey, I got the game now," and I'm just sitting there going, "Ah."
Yeah, every game subreddit is pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Coming up, Metroid does it. Monster Hunter did it.
But it's
I'm
still a
definitely
day
a patient
early.
gamer, so I don't get too worked up about that, but I can see how it'd be frustrating if you're really looking forward to something.
Yeah. Cheryl wants to know. Oh, we never talked about D&D.
Fair, yeah, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Cheryl? You're playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight, right? So you were talking about what you're buying frogs, and Tom's buying frogs.
Yeah, frog people. Frog.
I'll have to reach out to you, Cheryl, and see if you want to split a box of the Snowbound mini set. I think has Bullywugs in it, and I don't need those, but there's a bunch of Rime of the Frost Maiden minis in it that I do want. So if you're looking for Bullywugs, maybe we could split a pack of minis or something. D&D stuff. We haven't played Rime recently. We canceled our last session because the Bengals were too busy dunking on the Titans.
Oh fuck, that's right. That's on Saturday, isn't it?
Sunday.
Yeah. Or is it? Oh, it's on Sunday. Okay.
This next game's on Sunday.
That's
next
right.
Sunday.
Okay, sweet.
Or
So I
this
actually
Sunday.
did
This
end up-
Sunday.
My roommate and our friend and I ended up watching it after. I was like, I'll just leave it on just to check the score every now and then. And by like the middle of the third quarter, we were glued to the TV.
Invested. Yeah, it was a good
I
game.
was like, I haven't watched the Bengals in like a decade, but I live in Cincinnati. I got to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess Tom, you can talk about D&D because the last game I played, I think since the last stream was Avernus. How's Avernus been going?
Avernus has been going pretty well. We've been doing a lot more shenanigans with the infernal machines, the cars.
It made me real happy.
The last session we did was essentially like a demolition derby like vehicle fight, but pretty much only using what the vehicles, like weapons the vehicles have on them, which is super cool.
We weren't allowed to use magic offensively. We could do some buffs ahead of the fight, but it was basically Gorka. If anyone knows Gorka Morka from Warhammer 40k, we were essentially doing one of those.
That's why you were calling it that. There was an actual name for it in that Nate said, and I don't remember what it was.
He needs to put it in text in the Discord because I don't remember. I can only remember, just like I don't remember the actual name for the Battle of the Badlands. I always call it Sturgis. Yeah,
the Sturgis. The 1,000-Year War.
Yep.
But yeah, Avernus has been going pretty well. A lot of cool intrigue going on there. It's pretty much like Mad Max in hell, like literally. It definitely lives up to the name, I'll say that.
I think after this, we'll have to, as a group, regroup and figure out what we want to do next. Because I don't have...
Ah, fuck.
Like, I have things that I want to do for Ami personally, like side questy stuff, but I don't really know what our next like mission
Hello,
or lead
Rathalos.
or anything.
Yeah, we have a lot of I'll say that the campaign does have like a lot of story hooks for us at the moment. I know some of the stuff we've done has been like Nate's own homebrew stuff, which has been really cool.
Yes.
We have enough story hooks that we can do like a few. It's like how I feel like most campaigns go is everyone has like like 4 or 5 story hooks the party could go to at any moment, and you're kind of trying to decide what to do next. But at the moment,
Yep.
we're sort of just in like we're in like the Mad Max like community garage area where there's lots of different warband factions and scrap metal galore. Like Fallout but in hell without guns.
So why does the handler keep coming along? She has no weapons.
She don't need no
That's
weapons.
a good question.
She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no weapons.
Yeah,
I have to keep.
she's got brains and smarts and all that.
Well,
She's
then
got
she
you.
needs to use them.
Get some psionic powers, damn it.
But yeah,
Hello,
so
first
Avernus is going
Wyvern.
well, and I think I figured out the 3D printer setting. So hopefully we're gonna have some vehicles
Ooh,
printed
hell
soon.
yeah. Yeah, Danny, who plays in that, has 3D printed some of his minis from my very first campaign a few years ago, and they look pretty sweet.
Oh, awesome!
I think he probably has pictures somewhere. I'll see if I can post them in our D&D Discord channels.
Yeah, I'm always down to check out some
but-
pics on the Discord.
Oh yeah. But there's some really good settings for 3D printers now that make them look really pristine.
Yeah, the resin printers are awesome.
Oh yeah, those are so nice.
It didn't say
yeah.
anything about SOS Flare, but it did say I could go back to camp and do the Rathalos assignment.
Sweet.
So I will head back, and then we will do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one where they make you do the expedition, then you can return at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what else in D&D. At some
How's
point
your
I need
stuff been going? You want to talk about the new rules you've been thinking of adding?
Yeah, so for the people that know, I've been doing my own.
Oh, see you, Ninja Bill.
yeah,
I
see
missed
Ninja
your
Bill.
message.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so I've been doing my own it's a drop-in, drop-out hex crawl mechanic campaign, and I'm trying to essentially there's one town that the party has to really go to, and I'm trying to do more rules about how they want a development. One of my characters has proficiency with like a lot of like carpenters and masons tools, and one of the things he expressed wanting to do was to help the few construction workers in town build houses and other buildings and such for the people that move there. So I put together some rules about what it takes to actually help them out. Like, are you doing like logistics and planning? Are you helping nail boards and frames together? Strength and intelligence, wisdom kind of checks. So I put some rule sets together for that, while I was also cooking up some more side quests for the bounty board that I have for them. So I've been doing a lot of looking at 5e tools and looking at homebrew stuff, trying to aggregate together all the little items and monsters that kind of fall by the wayside in the non-source book D&D books. I've been doing a lot of that recently, but that's been going pretty well so far. I don't think there's anything specific in that campaign that's happened out of the ordinary. They've been the goblins in that campaign are not the brightest, and they set a lot of traps, and they activate their own traps on accident. Like one of the traps I have is like a those like thin string traps that you want people to trip over. There is an encounter where a goblin sets one up, but he doesn't understand that it's meant for the party to trip over. So what happens is they come into range of this clearing on a road, and the goblin sees them, and he gets really excited, and he has it set up perpendicular to the road, and he goes and runs through it. And then it drops some rocks on them or whatever.
So,
but that's kind of a taste of how the goblin traps work in that.
I posted the Rathalos quest.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. But that's been going pretty well. And then at some point, I've been meaning to read through more of Strixhaven for our Strixhaven stuff. And I've been meaning to talk to you, Osprey. I totally been dropping the ball on that one, but I've been reading enough through it that I'm not too worried about the actual DM part.
Cool.
I didn't mean to leave you hanging about the overlay or any of the other stuff we needed to get together.
I mean, I've been a little distracted with life crises.
Oh yeah, which I totally respect and understand because I in the same way myself, it takes me a lot of effort to want to look at D&D stuff without getting lost in a rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's been going pretty well so far. And then I know, have you guys been doing? Well, I guess Rhyme got pushed back, didn't it? Or am I
Yeah.
thinking of Mad Max's?
Yeah, so Rhyme will be playing. I think Tanner will sit out the next session because he's traveling, but Rhyme of the Frost Maiden will play
Great.
next week and not this coming weekend. This weekend is Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries, and I've got a bunch of stuff lined up for them. It kind of depends on what they want to bite. There's a Xanathar's Guild hideout in Waterdeep City for them to go explore. They're going to go visit this noble house that some rumors of devil worship and evil have been coming about, and they're actually kind of friendly with that noble house. So they're trying to figure out like where the slander is coming from. There is
Is it slander though? Or is it just
Uh,
unfortunate truth coming to light?
so that would be a spoiler
Who
if I
knows?
say what's happening there.
Well, yes, but I wanted to emphasize that that might be a possibility.
Yes. How do I send my?
Speaking of Xanathar, it's actually something the one other D&D thing I do have is the game that I play in. I've described on previous streams, but it's like a Thieves Guild based thing that happens around the woods around Neverwinter. If you're familiar with the Sword Coast, a lot of scrappy factions and small thief bands. But the guild that I am now the de facto leader of, which I did not intend to be by my character's nature, just got called up by Xanathar himself in the current era we're playing, which is like I think a couple decades before like the current year. But yeah, so the big man himself has called on us to do some shit, and so we're all kind of fangirling about that at the moment because that is like top tier for Thieves Guilds,
Yeah.
considering he's kind of our boss anyway.
Speaking of D&D and books and stuff, I heard that D&D Beyond's going to have the Monsters of the Multiverse thing.
Yes. May 17th.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
wow.
a straight option by itself, it looks like.
Yep.
So, yeah, you don't have to get the
I don't
bundle.
have to buy the whole thing. Yep. Yeah, and I'm kind of fine with that. It's still a little annoying that there's a time delay. I get it. It's their business model, whatever.
Well, isn't that how the other books work too? If you want to get like a certain race or class, you can buy just that bit, or am I?
Yeah.
So Monsters of the Multiverse is coming out in a collector's bundle, not collector's bundle, but a bundle with I believe the DMG is it Tasha's and Bolo's or something?
It's a couple of
the
updated
other
books.
monster
Yes. That comes out in March, that bundle. And then the book by itself will be available in May. So there's a delay if you don't want to rebuy the books.
poorly. Oh, at least you
But I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, overall D&D's been pretty good. I'm excited because in Rhyme, you all are going to go fight a lake monster.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And I think it's the sort of thing that, even if it's just 3 of you, you'll be just fine on. And then, yeah, Max and Mad Mythic Mercenaries, they might go visit the Castle Lanterns. There's also the option for them to go check out Blue Alley, that famous landmark and dungeon, or Skyhorn Lighthouse. They're basically at a position where they are looking for eyes for the Stone of Galore in that campaign, which is Dragon Heist. You're basically trying to put together an artifact to get you into a hidden vault in the city with a bunch of embezzled gold. It's been a lot of fun. I've got a bunch of new art for the party coming in the next week or so, there will be new tokens and stuff for everyone.
Nirgends ein Versteck.
But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that campaign. It's definitely going on longer than we expected it to. That's partially, I think, just I have grown the scope of the campaign significantly. Oh shit.
Nice. Go on, get. Yeah, I forget the controls for mounting monsters in this entirely.
Yeah, I'm like following the prompts. I feel like this is the first time I've done this.
Well, like, if you're a gunner,
Yeah. Yeah, when I was heavy bow gunning, I was not doing this very often.
like
Yeah.
Or
you're
ever.
you're far enough away usually that you're not going to be the one mounting.
Yeah. Oh, and tripped.
Oh shit! I'm coming over. Yeah.
And tail cut.
I wasn't even aiming for the tail. That's awesome.
Brilliant.
Rude. The
Oh,
Jagras.
I could round slash forever.
Rathalarosa, this one's for you.
The Jagras got in the way of one of my shots. Took a shot for Rathalos. Alright, where am I going?
Oh right, forgot about the tail. Good tail.
I'm trying to think. The only other thing
Tail
that
time.
I've been doing D&D wise, so I'm playing in Avernus, I'm running Waterdeep and Rhyme. The other thing is the Ravenloft stuff.
Yeah.
We've done one shot, which I believe we've talked about before.
Yeah.
But the next one, it looks like we'll be doing it at the end of February with some new players, and I'm looking forward to that.
That was fun. Yeah, for me, it's mostly just looking at 5e tools and trying to gather up all the weird, not like too classic or too game-breaking items to put together, like non-magical weapons like the Yikalwa from
Does
Tomb of Annihilation.
I guess I'm curious, does 5e Tools have a better search engine than D&D Beyond? Is there a
It
reason you
is-
prefer it?
Yeah, so it's much more robust. So what D&D Beyond, well, 5e Tools is, it's, I want to say it's called Yahoo Anime Rules, but unless you listen to Waypoint, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of a thing where I don't know if it's 100% legal, but to me, Wizards of the Coast has enough money, I'm not going to bother with that. But 5e Tools has, like, essentially the information from all of the books compiled in one place. I don't really use it to, like, look at the actual, like, campaign books. I use it to, like, have a big aggregate search of every item from every book that's currently published.
Yeah, because I was going to say, you have access to all the books through different campaigns.
Right, yeah, and I figured I had
but
access to most of them.
the search in 5e Tools is better.
Yeah, so the search is much better. It has an and or like exclusive or kind of thing. It can search by like item category. So like if it's wondrous item, rods, rings, weapons, it has a very extensive search. So if you're looking for a very specific thing, it has that. And not just for items, it has it for the bestiary too. It has like all of the three like oh yeah, oh shit, turf war. I forgot about that. I will let them do that.
Or they're not going to do it.
Yeah, it has a very extensive search. It's great for if you're looking for like the, you know, the weird item or creature from a campaign book that's only on like page 800 or whatever that you might want to put in your campaign. So I use it because a lot of my campaign is very unstructured, so I can kind of just throw in whatever within under discretion. But I like it a lot. It's very good. Plus, it has like all the rules and like a really nice like little section. You can make your own digital DM screen and put just the stuff that you want on it, which is nice. Yeah, it's got a lot of features to it. You can also like look up like if you want to look at the class stuff, but only with like a certain subclass underneath it, you can filter it for certain subclass options. So instead of having to look through two different books at once, it'll just be like all of the core paladin stuff plus Oath of Vengeance or something, plus Oath of Redemption or something.
Someone ride.
Oh. Ah, damn it.
Oh, I got her right in the head.
There we go. Down.
Nice. have been doing something that I normally don't do, which is just make random D&D characters. I never really did that before. I always I never felt a strong desire to create a character if I wasn't going to play it in an immediate campaign.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am now.
But something recently, I think it's just Hero Forge came out with new options.
Yeah,
And
Hero
it was
Forge does make you want to make more characters for sure.
Yeah, and I've been creating characters just to check out like Hero Forge options. So I'm trying to think. I think I've talked about my Cannibal Goliath fighter before.
I believe so. It sounds familiar.
She had to eat her own legs to survive. They were frostbitten, and she got a taste for sentient flesh.
Her own sentient flesh. That's pretty interesting. Oh shit! My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt your.
No, you're fine. So I'd essentially, it would be really tough for me to figure out where to play her, but because she's essentially chaotic evil. But she'd be a character that would essentially be a serial killer. Like she'd be doing party stuff, but she'd require to feed off of like someone every once in a while.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You could
It's kind of a good, very like Ravenloft thing.
Tutorial.
actually, you know what you could do? You could play that character in a more neutral campaign. And basically just make it the party has an agreement where enemies they take out.
Yes, she could feed off fallen enemies.
I mean, people
But
make
it's
it work
also-
with lizard folk.
That's true. That's very
I do
true.
love that with like.
So yeah, so that's an idea, character concept. I built. If we ever play Cheryl, if we ever play, Wild Beyond the Witchlight. If I ever get the opportunity to play that, I have a Fey Goblin Ranger that I'd want to play. Because I think Wild Beyond the Witchlight would be an awesome campaign setting for a Ranger. And I got a little goblin named Lil Slits. And Lil Slits likes stabbing stuff. But he's like not a serial killer. He's just, it's like Fey mischief, but like how Fey are crazy. What else do I got? I do have my Strixhaven character concept, which I'm not going to talk about.
Yes. Yeah, yours and Tanner's delight me very much.
Yep. I built a high elf rogue today. That's just like the opposite of what you normally think a rogue is. He's a skill monkey, but he's not stealthy.
I like that. I think there's a lot of room. I think for that for rogues.
Yeah.
I don't know if he needs like the system for it, but I like the idea of like rogues that are really good at skills but aren't great at fighting. Like just because they have sneak attack.
Yeah.
It is the core concept, but I wish that there was more like room for that.
He has since he eventually he would get, if I actually play him in a campaign, he'd get elven accuracy. So he'd have alternate ways to give himself sneak attack damage without having to hide or take the hide action.
Yeah. Hide action is underrated. I am like just now learning more about that for sneak attack. Like hiding is kind of what you're really supposed to be doing instead of just waiting for a friend to get up close.
Yep.
Where are you two at?
I am.
We're climbing up the tree.
Okay, because it's asleep.
I'm super close. I'm not lost or anything. I'll be able to do a big hit this time. I'm not gonna fuck this up. We're gonna end this stream on me not messing this up.
All right, I'll place the bombs.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep running into his model and see if he wakes up.
I fucked it up.
Oh no!
I totally fucked it up. I was like so paranoid about missing it, I got way too close. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that just happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh.
I swear it's never happened before.
Oh, I gotta load my flash pod. Come here. Turn around.
Oftentimes I find myself making a character for a campaign I am running, even if I'm not going to play them.
I
Agshot
noticed that with
Raglan-
Misty Hunter too. I figured that was
Yes.
for the Ravenloft.
Yes. Misty Hunter actually got to. I essentially played her as an NPC to help the party do some investigative stuff in the masks.
Right.
In the first one shot. So she might pop in just every now and then as like an NPC. Agshot Raglip was for when I planned on playing Adventures League in Rime of the Frost Maiden, and I just ended up running it instead.
Right.
But I played Agshot. Like, we played him at PAX.
Yeah,
so
we
that was
did for
fun.
the pack stuff, which was really cool.
Lil Slits is, again, if I ever play Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I've got Samael. He would be if I ever play Ravenloft, but odds are I'll run it. So yeah.
Yeah, there was a
Been all
period where
sorts of fun.
Nate was making a lot of characters, especially the first year or so we were playing 5e.
Yes.
Nate, if he's ever on stream, just ask him about any of his characters. He's got like 100 by now.
Yeah, sure. Nate's he creates characters based on mechanics a lot, so he has like all sorts of ideas. I'm actually surprised that he's not made more characters using like just extra slots in like my spare D&D Beyond campaigns.
I think for a while we had our own. There's some Google sheet we were using for a template, but I think he was doing that like before there were a lot more character options. Like in the past, since like 2019, there's been a lot of source book changes and updates. I think if he did it now, he'd have a lot more. But he's been so busy with work.
I think we're gonna call this a stream here.
Yeah.
I think we did everything on our thumbnail. We did Legiana, we did Odogaron, and we did Rathalos. So the thumbnail came true.
And then we'll be back as soon as I can get into Legends Arceus, which I'll be checking every once in a while in case it's a little early.
Yeah, I'm basically expecting a Discord message that's like, Cameron, it's up. So
Cameron,
we'll catch you all back in a little while, less than 3 hours at the most, hopefully.
I'm excited.